Welcome to another episode of Healthy Living and Wine. Baby, today, I'm super excited about today, actually. Today is an impromptu episode that we have decided to pilot as a winding down.
Yes.
My friend, daughter, all things wherever I need them to be.
Auntie, cousin, best friend, mama.
A sister, counselor, all the things on both ends. Rescue chick, all the things. I am super excited to have Jeanna.
Well, thank you.
Baby,
I'm
yes.
glad to be here.
Super
Winding
awesome.
down.
Winding down.
Yes.
Let's just jump in.
Okay.
How you feeling today?
Pretty good.
What made you decide to just let's just do something together?
Well, been working on being very intentional about how I dress, especially wearing my clothes before it gets cold. And and I said I want to get content in my outfit today. And so
You did say that,
yeah,
right? And
I
I
had my
said,
little tie on, so I was like,
you
get
know what?
something.
I need to be consistent. And I said, why not? Did I not?
Yeah.
I said, yeah. So here we are, winding down. Thank you to Black Umbrella Studio for allowing us to be in the space, in the place. Thank you for everybody behind the scenes that are involved. And thanks for calling me out.
Yeah.
Well, cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
What had happened was Eddie was bragging about you shooting a podcast today.
Oh.
And then I was like, why didn't you tell me? And you were like, it's not till
You
Tuesday.
did.
And then you were like, but I can still come. We can do something. So why not? Right?
You are absolutely right. I'm like, hey. So Eddie was bragging about me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was he saying? I'd love to know.
Well, he was speaking highly of you and how you shoot your podcast here.
Okay.
And we thought you had one scheduled today.
Yeah.
But it was not till Tuesday, I think. So.
Well, obviously, the universe
take
and
full
God
advantage.
decided that it was going to be today.
Yeah, take full
Right.
advantage. So
Take-
people can continue to know that Black Umbrella Studio exists.
Yes. You know what? That is so true. I want to talk about that. You know, Black still exist in real time. Like, not just Black Umbrella Studio, but Black culture, Black businesses, all things Black. Do you feel like, okay, let me preface this by saying,
Okay.
I am fully aware of my own Blackness,
I
right?
hope so.
Hey, there's some people that are not always aware of their
Oh, that's
Blackness,
true.
right? And I am fully aware of when and how the depthness of my Blackness should be executed.
Okay.
So in real time, that means different situations, my Blackness is at different levels,
True.
right?
Same here.
And I think that's about navigating life. But I think right now, the overwhelmness of Blackness is really getting on my nerves. And when I say that, I mean things like, why do we always have to separate ourselves into a community where we literally are excluding others? Where we say Black communities, we're so hung on
Or Black owned.
or Black this or Black that. We're so hung on the cultural thing of having it to say the Black before it, as if it's as if we've made it.
There's been conversations had about people who actually limit themselves, call themselves Black owned companies. And then it's taken this connotation, I think it's the right word, that you have to accept imperfectness of a company being Black owned. And it's not okay.
It's not.
Yeah. And it does limit you.
I feel like I saw so much of that when the whole DEI situation really exploded. Because I felt like organizations and clubs and people that were centered around Blackness were like so just all over the place about, you know what I'm saying? But isn't that what y'all wanted? Didn't we want to have our own Blackness where we didn't have to need
True.
something, right? Or we want to be, considered equal. So why are we given extra special things for us to be leveled as equal? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we over exaggerate and dramatize the Blackness part of stuff too much.
Yeah. I can see that.
So
Yeah.
everybody's going back to work. The
I
government shutdown is over.
I heard.
And I tell you,
Good stuff.
well, I don't know. I guess it
Maybe?
depends.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends. My mom and dad think it's great.
Okay.
Because my mom was like, oh, hallelujah, daddy went back to work.
I can have a house to myself.
Oh, for real though. Listen, she's so excited. She up there making chili with rum in it.
She's like, it's a party.
But in the same sense, I felt like being out there in it on the day that they went back, even the traffic, things just went right back.
Was it yesterday or today?
Today, everything.
Today, yeah.
People were going right back to work. The traffic is already crazy in our area. Huntsville, Alabama, Madison, Alabama. Economically, we are growing so greatly, and I love what our city is doing. But we really need to get up on these roadway
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to
expansions.
drive.
And because we don't have public transportation, the average household here has 2 cars. That means 2 people are driving two at the same time. Or so our traffic is horrendous, right?
Yeah.
For the smallness that we are in relativity.
Initially,
But
we were a small town.
right, so I noticed today driving, it was like, oh my God. It was like, you could tell the government was not shut down anymore because there were so many extra super duper people on the road, right? And it's relative to saying that, okay, everybody was so worried the last 43 days. People are so worried about,
Was it that long?
43 days.
Okay.
Girl. And that's the whole point, right? For people who are not in that world of government shutdown, we don't recognize that until I get back on the road.
True.
And then I'm wondering, man, all of a sudden traffic is crazy. And just yesterday it wasn't. But that's because the government went back to work, I guess, or assumed that. So that means that everybody who was chilling at the house,
They outside.
I brought that whole story up because what did you do the last 43 days that was affected by the government? I'm one of those
affected.
that was affected by the government shutdown. You didn't even know the dang government was shut down for 43 days.
No, I didn't know the days, no.
Right. But did you feel any effects in your business, in your household, in the people that you were connected to from the actual government shutdown?
Much. I ran into a lot of people who were still spending money while they were being furloughed.
Yep.
And maybe a client or two didn't show up, but I still worked. So
You know what? I felt the same way. I mean, I know and I can empathize with people not having a job or, being in a place where they don't know where their next check is coming from. But it didn't really affect me as much as the masses apparently
that made it seem.
seem, right? But I say that in retrospect to today. Then when I got back on the road, it gave me a very clear visual of how many people were affected.
Yeah.
Because in an instant, traffic was exactly the way it normally is around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Meaning people were back at work, going off that Arsenal. If you're going down anywhere from 565 or Research Park Boulevard at that interchange, baby,
Yeah.
you know the Arsenal people are getting off work.
Yeah. I'm not used to it at all yet. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Exactly.
What is this again? I'm not used to that at all. I'm still amazed. Like, I usually don't go to those parts of towns. But when I do end up there, I'm like, do y'all see this traffic? I'm like taking pictures because I'm like, I'm not used to this. I grew up in Huntsville, and I'm like, where do these people come from? Yeah, we're going to have to build some roads.
imagine.
We're going to have to build high like Texas.
So that's a
something.
great talking point. You grew up in Huntsville. You watched it develop and grow. Like some of the things, talk about some of the things that were here that you really miss and that are not here anymore. Think about one thing that you really miss that's not here anymore and one thing that's here now that wasn't there anymore that you're glad is here. That you
Okay, so
wish
this
you
is-
had.
This can be touchy, especially for my mom, but Madison Square Mall, and we used to love that area. My mom fusses because she says that was our family's land, but now it's Mid-City. Now it's Mid-City, and I'm not mad. Like, I
Okay.
like the entertainment district and the housing and the fact that the city is just putting more money into music and entertainment and food and attraction to bring people here or give us something to do because we didn't have much to do at first.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I say about Huntsville too. My very first time with Huntsville, I came and I was like, oh my God, no. So I had to leave.
Yeah.
And then I came back after I was way much older, and I love it here. You know, I like Huntsville most importantly because of it. It has grown.
Yeah.
I like it most secondly because it is very economically great.
Feasible. Yeah.
Right? To have a nice, good life economically without having to worry about necessarily, you know, so many other things that are, you can be steady, you can make a steady income here. And then the third thing I like most about the Huntsville area is the diversity that the government and the military and the, you know, the schools bring to the city, even though its size. You know, so it kind of rotates a lot of different people and communities, cultures, anything that you want to do on an intimate or a small level will thrive in Huntsville.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Again, being that I've watched it grow into what it is. I'm like, you can start any business right here, right now, and do well if you market it well.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's anywhere, right? But you can have the dollars to market it well here.
True.
Yeah, the networking power to market it here as well because of the small niche communities.
Yeah. And
Yes.
a lot of people are looking for a lot of things. So I'm like, well, you should start it because it'll do well.
It'll do well.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of things on small scales too. So it allows you to do a lot of different things. Somebody like me, I'll be like to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we know. You have been everywhere.
I have.
No, but that's good.
Oh,
Good.
this
Yeah,
has
so
been
it
good.
does. It gives people options. But there's huge opportunity here. For a while, well, so my mindset, because growing up here, I was like, I do not want to be here ever
Of course,
again.
nobody ever wants to be in the place that they grew up in, do they?
Not
I
most
mean,
people.
not saying that you never, like, but there's some point in your life, wherever you're growing up at, you know, even if it was for 5 minutes, you say, ugh, I can't wait to leave up out here. I don't want to live here. I ain't never going to live here when I grow up. Even if you do it as an adult, be like, I'm leaving here and I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
You feel me? At some point, that's got to cross your mind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, every person. Raise your hand, everybody who's in the back, if that has happened to you. Let me see. Let me get my glass on. Okay, see?
Let me put my glasses on.
See? Well, you can't see. Here, y'all clap your hands. Yeah, that is a full audience, and everyone is clapping their hands. So trust, we all have felt that before.
Yeah. I was like, I have a memory on every corner. It's time for me to go. But my perspective changed a lot. And I feel an obligation to not only pour into my community, but not let so many people come in and take over. Like, I'm okay with the people coming in and, you know, adding to what we have. I went to a lot of meetings like 10 years ago where they were planning to duplicate, I guess, some of what Nashville has done to build their city. So I actually witnessed some of those meetings where they're like, okay, we're going to do this and this and this, into Huntsville. So now I'm being able to see it. It's beautiful.
It is, especially seeing and hearing, and I can imagine too as a child that, you know, you hear those things and see those things, and then you see them happen, and then you're a part of actually using them and being benefited from them being there. So it's almost like watching your dreams come true.
That's true.
In an essence, you know, you dream about something as a kid, and then you get to see it as an adult. It's literally like living your dreams, having your dreams come true.
Right.
A lot of people don't think that dreams do come true, but that was like a really good example of, dreams do come true. So we came here today because we were going to be doing what? You wanted to do...
Winding down.
Yeah,
Content.
but and content, right?
Yes.
So what kind of content? Why are you? What's going on? Why you want to try to get some content? Just break it down. What's the content thing?
Well, number one, I'm building my brand, my personal brand,
Which is?
Well, the real Jeanna Petty.
Okay.
And
What made you decide you want to build the real Jeanna Petty? You have so many other things. Why are you doing this one now?
Well, I'm technically not just now starting, just taking it more serious because a lot of what I'm learning and studying, they're saying, hey, if you don't build a brand, you're going to be behind. So you better do as much content, post as much, document as much as you can, because that's just the new currency, basically. So, I mean, and you can do a lot with content. So I'm learning how to be more intentional about it and monetize it and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I also have a moral obligation to be the better version of who I am. And
Okay,
see
moral
how I can-
obligation. What do you mean by that? Come on, break it
so
down.
that
What do you
I
mean
can
by
shine my
moral?
light
Who's moral these
and
days?
help more people. And I used to be that shy person who didn't want to talk, and still to this day working on being too humble. But somebody out there needs me to step up, you know,
Yes, they do.
and share what I know and my experiences and stuff like that. So
That's true. That's true. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I can say that honestly and earnestly from my heart. I really am.
you.
I'm so proud of you. Excuse me 1 second. I'm so proud of you.
I learned from the best.
Hey, hey, hey.
JQue was JQue was my fitness coach. No, we modeled
No,
together
models first.
Yep.
I was a director of talent and model
That's
over there.
true.
And then we did the video with Eric. That's where I really first met you.
Yep.
Yeah, my bestie.
And then, oh my God, I was talking to him last night, by the way. But, yeah, so we modeled first. This was like 12 years ago.
Yes.
And then-
No, longer than that, baby.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Then you were my fitness coach
Yep.
a couple of times, but I'll never forget after I had Pharaoh, I think. I went back to the gym. I was like, Jay, I need to get back in the gym. I was so slim and I was like breastfeeding. She was like, okay, here's the workout for the day. And then she was like, gee, just go home. I was like, what? I guess I'm too weak.
It was bad. She needed to eat.
Yeah, I was slim.
Yeah, she needed to focus on eating.
Yeah.
But here you are still, slim and fine.
Yeah, I'm eating more. I got a whole plate of food in the car that I need to eat. I was thinking, since I'm in the gym now, I'll be more hungry, but we'll work on it.
That doesn't mean you're going to necessarily be more hungry. It's going to mean that you're going to have to train yourself
build
to
up more
be
appetite, yeah.
hungry. And you're going to have to do it on a schedule. Eat the protein, period. Just
True.
eat it. You know how you just do the thing that you have to do?
Yeah.
Apply it to the same thing, you know. Use the habit and the behavior and apply it where necessary.
Okay.
You know, when
I
you
like
train
that.
your habits and your behavior, and then you take those habits and behaviors and apply them where you need to apply them, then it becomes easy to do because you know how to do it no matter what.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you're doing this content. You're building your personal brand. What other than monetizing and being able to effectively, you know, in the community? I know everybody says the same thing. Hey, I want to do something for my community.
Do they?
A lot of people say that.
Oh.
Yes, your PR tells you to say things like that. You use those types of words.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I was being genuine about that.
I know you were. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. I'm saying
No, I know.
outside of that, what's the deal with the content? How do you go?
So,
Wait, so you can cut it.
Reiterate the brand. It gives detail about the brand.
about,
Kind of highlight on the real Jeanna.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on the outside, so what is that?
gotcha.
That's exactly what I was going into.
Right. I think
Yes,
I
ma'am.
thought that's what. Okay,
That's what I
cool.
was going into. I was like,
So-
outside of the content, outside of all of that kind of stuff, what is the real Jeanna Petty? What is the like personal brand? What does it mean? What does it do?
I'm
What's
glad
it
you
for?
asked me because I don't know if I've ever thought about it in much detail.
Okay.
But again, just wanting to share what I know, my experiences. I do a lot of studying, personal development, and I'm realizing that a lot of people don't. Sometimes, to me, I'll say something simple. Like yesterday, I posted and I said, if you don't know what you want, you're giving life permission to give you whatever. Mm-hmm. And this guy who's a little bit older than me was like, I've never thought about it like that. Ooh. And I'm like, yeah, it's deep, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, it just changed my whole perspective. So just small stuff like that, I want to be able to share and, change people's perspectives, right?
Right.
So
Do you think you have to build a brand to change people's perspectives? So what does
not
the brand come
necessarily,
in? Why so?
but
Give me more.
So another thing that I'll say is, for a couple years now, I follow this philosophy that says, it's two different ways, but find a way to service the many, for service to many leads to greatness. And I'm not necessarily pressed on being great, but I do feel like that I want to take advantage of everything I've been given. Number one, life here on earth, my talents, right? Everything I have the ability to do, I want to take full advantage of it. And again, just be a inspiration to other people, if that makes sense.
It does. You said that already, though.
Did I?
Yeah. I want to know what the brand has to do with it. Why do you have to build it? It's already there. You're already great. You're already on a community level
a brand,
giving.
I would say like more than just two people follow a brand.
Correct. But
A
why do you
brand
build
is
it?
something that lasts longer than just me.
Okay. Now we're getting into the meat.
Yeah. So I'm also heavy on legacy, right?
You are.
And
Yes.
I have children, so I want my children to continue to follow my footsteps as
Mm-hmm.
well, and carry it along. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm still figuring that part out though. I'm not
I understand
fully
that.
there.
Yeah, I understand that. I think
But I'm glad
that
you asked.
when people talk about personal brand, they always think about it as an entity of a business. But in reality, your personal brand has nothing to do with your business, right? Your personal brand is that personal element that you give to the world. It's almost like the marketing aspect of your legacy. It's like what you would implant or leave into the atmosphere that doesn't cost you anything, that represents the layers of what your legacy means.
True.
It's how people see your story. It's how people connect to what is happening, and it changes their lives even if they don't know who you are. And so I think that's kind of what, when we think about personal branding, because your life is already a brand, whether someone sees it or not, whether it's on a social media platform or whether I'm building it or not. And when I think of representing building, you building something so people can see it.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that part of it forces me or challenges me to be more vulnerable and open about my experiences too.
Yeah.
To again think past myself, and be able to share what I've been through, right? Because a lot of people can possibly relate, versus feeling down about what I've been through or shame about it. So I do think that part of it is me challenging myself, right?
Yeah.
To share more and not care about what people think.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times, I'm going to speak for myself. I know that when I started my personal brand and I began to understand, because, that's kind of a lane I love to be in. And so when I thought about branding, I have done it for so many people, so many entities, and so many, aspects of that. When it came to personal branding, I had to literally understand what that meant. And for me, it was a healing process.
Okay, there we go.
It was a way for me to testify without having to be in front of a bunch of people, because I had to look at something and then look back at myself
Yeah.
before I gave it to the world.
True.
So it was a way for me to see me in real time. And then when I began to recognize that me seeing me and allowing other people to see me, like you said, being more vulnerable, healed me.
And that's why I like podcasting too. It's forced me to speak more, talk more through things. Even when I'm podcasting alone, I'm like, what? I just figured out everything I thought I was needing to ask somebody else. Like, it is a form of therapy.
It is, hearing yourself talk scientifically generates vibrations. The world is built on vibrations.
True.
So when you speak out loud, you also put out vibrations that can also return to you, which is what they say when you do affirmations. Scientifically, when you speak them out loud, they are more powerful.
Right.
When you let things out of your inside, they're not begin to be trapped. The vibrations of them also, again, to be released. You don't go to therapy and lay there.
No,
the
you
whole
talk.
purpose of therapy is to get you to out it.
Right.
Whatever is on the inside of you is get it out of you. Because once you're able to release it or get it out, that's when you can heal the wound, or when you can heal or even just move past it, even if you decide not to heal and wear a Band-Aid for the rest of your life. But at least you can move past it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think personal branding is different for everybody. Other than your personal brand, what is your next leap in life?
My next leap.
What you leaping into next? Not jumping, walking, taking any chances. What's your next big risk? The thing you just gonna leap in life at?
Whew. You challenging me today. This is on my to-do list. Like, what am I doing next?
No, not what are you doing
Next
next. Now
leap.
I said intentionally. What's your next leap?
Okay. That's a good question. I might have to take that home.
Oh, listen. If you're tuning in or when you're tuning in, that's a good way for us to close so we
Yeah.
can lead into the next thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we have to recognize, just based on today's conversation, winding down, talking about whatever we want to talk about, what I'm taking from this conversation today is, first of all, impromptu is good.
Yeah.
Taking taking and jumping and leaping on opportunities when they are thrown in your path sometimes are just the thing you need to leap.
Just do it.
Yeah, or to leap.
Or leap. Yeah.
Or leap.
Okay.
Because depending on what type of risk that opportunity may put on you in the moment or the situation you may in, it could be a leap for you.
True.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Either way, taking advantage of the opportunity is not measured by how big or how small it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just jumping into the opportunity, period. And if
Period.
it suits you, leap, jump, run, skip, crawl, hop. Take advantage of the opportunity.
Right. That's good.
I'm with it.
Wind down with JQue.
Baby,
Healthy living
cheers.
wine.
Let's do it.